Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Night of the Dead. So, what are we going to show in our little pre-wave warm-up that I usually do? I've actually got a few questions to answer, so let's do them now. First one. Bag drops versus repair. So somebody was asking whether or not, I think this is the question, that the amount of goodies you're getting from loot drops from killing them, is it helping towards the repair? And the answer is no. It's a strange economy in this game. The things you would think would be, or you start off playing you think are going to be the cheapest items, end up becoming the most valuable, and vice versa. So in the loot boxes or the bags, when you first, open them, you think, oh, there's pieces of iron, and there will be notes for research and bits of plastic and bits of rubber. And you're thinking, oh yeah, plastic, rubber, iron, those are going to be like amazingly key resources. This is great stuff. And then you walk around and you just hit a tree and get a tree branch, and you think, well, this is going to be like the cheapest resource ever. It's actually the other way around. You end up with just so much iron and research and plastic and rubber, and you just throw it on the floor because it's just worthless to you. And tree branches, yes, I know I'm cutting down a tree with a lightsaber. Tree branches become something that you just can't get enough of. And stones on the floor and things. So, yeah, the bosses drop stuff, or well, not just the bosses, the zombies drop stuff that, to be honest, you just don't care about them. It's like, oh yeah, there's some bags on the floor. You pick them up just to, like, declutter the area, not because you want what's inside them. So next, where to get materials? Well, that's a big question, isn't it? I say basically it's almost like a follow-on from the previous question. The things that you really want, other than tree branches and stone, little stones that is, it's going to be copper and fuel. Now, they don't drop off bosses or zombies or anything. That stuff doesn't drop. You either get that stuff from mining a few types of nodes to try and get the copper ore, or you're salvaging it from cars and like empty drums. But those are a finite amount. There are only so many cars on the map, and only so many drums, and only so many iron nodes. That doesn't respawn. So copper and fuel, especially copper, that is a resource that when it's gone, it's gone. And the area around where I am, for miles around, I've already harvested. So I'm now clearing out areas much, much deeper in the map. And when they're wiped out, I've got yet again go deeper and deeper and deeper. So on my map at the moment for this character, a lot of this area is seeing is cleaned. A lot of the town still got stuff. I mean, there's plenty of other areas I can go to on this character that have resources. So I'm not running out just yet. It's just the amount of time I spent running to get resources every day just gets longer and longer. Next question. Anything out of the ordinary on the map? There's quite a few things out of the ordinary on the map. One of the previous episodes we did not that long ago, I spotted a town in the distance, and somebody actually managed to swim out there, which is actually off the island, to show what that town looked like. So that's a definite oddity. But there's lots of special locations. There's like the prison and the police station and the subways and the airfield. There's lots of interesting locations. Whether you'd call those oddities, I'm not sure, but there are a few places you think, oh, this is quite cool, like the mansion and stuff that you don't need to go to as a character, but you think, oh, very nice. Next, how to do the multi-guillotine. Well, I'm going to show you that right now. It's one of the things I kind of just set up. I haven't got lots of guillotines on me, but I can show you exactly what I mean here. So here we have a pathway of foundations. And when you go and get your guillotine, if you've got the Alt key press, you can see on that radial, it says snap. So when your snap is on, the guillotine offers you a location that side, and if you rotate it, it can kind of be that side, or in this case, it can't be that side because the wall's in the way. So it's only giving you 3 options to place your guillotine. If you take the snap off, you now have, go count them out. 1, 2, 3, or maybe 1, 2. It's hard to count them. 1, no, probably 2, 3, 4. Anyway, it's hard to count them without placing them, but you can place, I think it's 10.5. I say half because you're kind of half on one foundation and half on the other. So it is kind of 11 if it was just one foundation, but if you had 2 together, you couldn't get 22. I think you can only get the 21. So yeah, you can turn off the snap on some traps, and that allows you to place them more than just the basic location that the trap allows. It gives a little bit more freedom on how you're going to place the traps. Some will, some won't. So the floor spike here is not on this square, it's part way through on the other square. Yes, you don't have to be exactly where it tells you to do stuff. You've got a bit of freedom. Anyway, so there you go. That's all of the questions answered that I have here right now. If you have more questions, please post comments on the videos, and I will do my best to answer them in this little bit of a daytime let's show part before the main wave happens. And of course, I mean, if you're really enjoying these shows, these episodes, clicking the subscribe button, it really doesn't mean anything to you. You don't have to click the bell. You're not going to get spammed by stuff. It does mean an awful lot to all YouTube content makers. So that subscribe button is wonderful if you can press it. But if you want to actually see some more content, click the bell as well, so that when I post content, you get a little notification saying, hey, there's some more. And you're not going to miss anything. You're not going to be like tuning in going, it's like he's gone on for 4 more episodes, so the thrill of whether or not his base survive has kind of been taken away, because I can see that it has, because there's like more episodes. So watch it as it comes out, and that way, the day that I actually do, get killed by the zombies, you're going to be watching it literally the same time as everybody else going, oh no, he's died. It's the end. Anyway, brilliant. I'm now going to skip forward to wave 44. I'll show you any little last changes I make to the base just before the wave kicks off. So I'll see you all in a moment. So hello, and here we are again at the 11th hour. So what has changed? Well, I've put a see-through on this side. It's not for, it's not going to offer as much extra vision, but it does help if I pop out here. It just makes us feel like there's a bit more viewing angle to be had. Now I haven't had a chance to change this. To change this, I have to go half a foundation out, which means I need to modify the whole way that this is structured. So I can do it. But on the other hand, the actual window, especially when I'm in crouch flamethrower mode, gives us the crispest image of all. So there's probably not a lot of need to remove this one. So we have these, but I've also gone and added these. I know there's like a gap, but it's kind of like a bit of a breathing space for in there. I shouldn't think it's going to cause an issue, but we'll soon find out. So I've put my crusher back. And yeah, I've put all of this now is a palisade. Just makes it better for us to see the action at the front of the base, where all the action is. I mean, the thought of trying to change a lot of that into palisade, some of it could be, but it's not going to be that easy. but I'll do what I can. Just so we can get this, you know, better vision of what's going on. So what else have I done? I've added a few extra pillar supports. It's going to be difficult for you to see them, but there are some extra pillar supports there to stop bosses bouncing down into that hole. But I've also removed one of the spikes from down in that hole to allow them to path better to get out of the hole. And last but not least, it has been correctly suggested, why waste a flamer on the bosses stuck in the hole? Maybe use up some of my gun ammo. And we don't get a lot of gun action anymore. So, yeah, I've brought, like, you know, 585 rounds of bullets with me. And if a boss gets down there, we'll just unload on him. So, yeah, that's fine. In fact, I might actually spend the whole first half of the wave with the gun in my hand for a change rather than the flamer. And if we get any issues, I'll just shoot them. So that's it. We're not going to start this wave on top of that one. Not like last night. The reason for that is we had a few oddities at the end of last night's wave whereby we had 2 zombies over there for no apparent reason. So, as a test, this night, I'm not going over there. So, hopefully, we don't get any weird oddities over there. Because if we do, I'm confused. Because somebody's asking, oh, I left this door open. But there's no connectivity here. The zombies won't path that. The moment I step over here, they path through this space to get me. Because this is a broken pathway. So, the door is... It's actually... no need for it to be a door. Maybe at some point if I do make a connectivity across here, like, you know, the doors of use, but it might as well just be a big hole. And as for the one that came this way, I mean, it is possible for some of the zombies to path that way if for some reason this has been altered and it's not blocking, but I haven't touched it. The rest of the zombies don't path that way. So I'm not really sure how he got over there. There's no reason for him to path that way. He could have climbed up the mountain. For him to climb up the mountain, you'd be attacking the palisades over there on the edge, not walking around over there. So I'm a little confused by that one. Unless something happened down in the bunker that's directly below where he was. There's a bunker directly below there. It's possible, and then again they glitch and they fly way up in the air. Maybe he glitched, flew way up and then landed on the edge of the cliff. I mean, that's not impossible. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible. Okay, here we go. Wave 44. Wave 44. Come on. I'm almost like bopping. If I had my little head cam on so you could see me as I'm playing this, you'll see me like bopping back and forth to the Night of the Dead. Little beat of their music they have in the background. It's a disturbing thought, isn't it? Tormunda bopping back and forth. It's not a good sight, people. Come on, zombies. We're all waiting for you. Here we go. So this is, yet again, as I'm saying, this is the last daytime spawn. This is not the wave. There we go. I'm just watching their pathing with those extra changes I made. Looks okay. Kind of went where I wanted them to go. Nothing unusual, which is good. A lot of the Wave 0 spawn is going to be down below, destroying all of the spikes outside the bunker. Wave 0, for me now, always tends to spawn at the bunker. Below me. It's all looking good. All good. So wave one will spawn usually down the road some way. They tend to bunch up in the sky there if there's too many of them trying to spawn until there's room. And sometimes they will spawn slightly further down the road again, kind of give themselves room to spawn. Like if the first spawn point is full, they kind of spawn on the one slightly further down the road. But they all come this way. Look at all them bosses. Great fun. Much better access for me now across the back. I can see what's going on. Now, some of the damage that we were taking at the back especially is kind of self-inflicted. And what I mean by that is those guillotines, when they hit exploding zombies, they're insta-killing the exploding zombie, which means all of the exploders tend to die in the same area, and those exploding zombies are doing damage to the base. So maybe I should try and spread those exploding zombies out a bit. Like that. You see, now that exploder damaged the base. So I think that's the issue. Is so many exploding zombies now are coming through that they're dying in the same place. And that is what's causing so much damage at the back here. Because the exploding zombies are all dying by here. And causing tons of damage. Now you might be asking what's the solution, and I'm not sure yet. But knowing the cause of something is 50% of finding the solution. Well, maybe even 75% of finding the solution. All good. Getting constant bosses now, see? There's just no let up on the bossing. I'm just trying to target that flamer at the back, soften him up, spread out some of that explosive damage. Don't know where he is. Oh, there he is. Oh well, he's gone through now. It blew up at the back. The one place I don't want exploders to blow up, it blew up even though I shot it a few times. They just got so many hit points. Zombie carnage. Oh, we'll give that one a pop. I might start refreshing some of my traps a little less. Just to save on tree branches. I'm spending 5 to 6 hours every daytime now just collecting tree branches, so I do need to focus on keeping the right traps full and not worrying about some of the others. These two at the front here are very important. So I do, see the cutter's finished. I need to get the cutter back active. The cutter slows down the entrance, and cutters are perfect for killing trash mobs. I will still do a video on what each of the traps are for, but cutters are trash mob killers. They just get rid of the trash. Or at least soften them up you know. But 2 cutters together, a lot of trash just won't make it. Butcher. When that cutter stops, I'll refill both. Doing well, trying to get through. No, I thought for a moment I seen a flamer. It was my torch. Trying to give you viewing of the action as much as I possibly can. Right, the cutter is stopped. I'm gonna go and repen the cutter. There we go. So wave 1, which we're on now, should be spawning in the middle of the road. Ah, here's a flamer. Missed him. Get him now. Out. Let the flamer do its thing. Boom. A bit of damage by here is fine. Don't mind. Easy for me to get to. Alright, let's replan some of this. Yeah, I'll replan that one. I am gonna replan these. I go to the back. We'll replan this one. And this one. A couple of these now are at least 50% down. I'll do. The 9 I won't. The 0 I will. Yeah, that's all okay. The floor spikes might be out, but the floor spikes have 100 charges, so they're usually fine. They don't fire very fast, so they tend to keep their reloads for a very long time. Floor spikes. I'll let this thing drain down a bit more. I think there's somebody down there. No, I think there's a head. Somebody's head. Just pop that one. I'll do this again. Is that somebody down there? Gotta try and get an angle. Oh, I can't shoot through the bars. Well, there you go. I can't shoot through. That means I can't shoot bosses in there. I have to flame them. But that's why this is constantly spinning. And this one was constantly spinning until it's run out. There's somebody down the bottom. An ordinary trash mob is down there in the corner. I can see him. I can't shoot him with a gun. I will flame him. I just don't want him down there. Yeah, he's dead now. The spinner, you know, the shredders stopped and all that because he's dead down there. Alright, all good. Good. There goes an exploder. Running through. Boom at the back. Right, it's the 2 o'clock. Any moment we're going to have our crazy amount of bosses, so I will replan things right now. Even though they don't need it, they will get a replan because I'm going to be busy. Too busy to go and pay any attention to them. Any moment, all hell is going to break loose. Oh, maybe I got time to quickly dash to the back. Can I dash to the back and maybe pop one of these guys? A couple of these. Okay, that's enough of a risk. Get back to the front. Here we go. Here we go. Crazy. You drive me crazy. Just ridiculous amounts of zombies. Crazy amounts of zombies in there. It's just wall-to-wall bosses. How many bosses can you fit in a telephone box? The answer is an awful lot. Look at them all. Mainly trash now at the back. I'll just blame the trash. Let the bosses get a chance to walk through. Woo! Loads of bosses. Shred, 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 shred. Just watch them all get cut up. Splat. Arms and legs all over the place. I'm not even bothering to fix or refill. Just, just let them all die. These two are going to spin dry again because there's somebody in the bottom. So I'll go outside with a gun and kill them. Oh, that's a butcher. That is a butcher I can hear. It's stuck in there somewhere. There he is. Oh, that's the wrong weapon. Oh, I think he's dead. I think I killed him on the first bullet. Oh no, I'm not sure. Is he still moving, or is he... Let's go pay a closer look at him, because at the moment it doesn't look like he's alive, but... Easy way to find out. If I put these charges back up, will it spin? No. And this one? No. Okay, he's dead. It would spin otherwise. Right, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Wave 44 done. Ooh, we're getting closer to the big 5-0. It's it's looking okay. I'm just concerned about this curve of stuff. Can I keep ahead of it? Can I keep ahead with my base changes and designs? At the moment I am. Every single day I'm kind of slightly outthinking things and altering the way that I kill them, letting them go through deeper. I am running out of ideas without a complete base redesign. And a complete base redesign is going to be, yeah, very troublesome. So here, basically, they got to here. They didn't get any further. This was the last point. So, yet again, they all mainly died on the corner. Let's have a look at the damage to the stuff. Not so bad. Not so bad this time. I tried to kill a few of the exploders earlier in the sequence to spread that damage out. Ooh, God, he took a lot, didn't he? Just to spread it out a little bit. Yeah, fantastic. So there you are, ladies and gentlemen. We have finished another night. As I said, if you enjoying the series, You don't. I mean, if you don't want to subscribe, that's cool. Hey, just leave a comment or a like. That's to me is gold. I love it all. And I try and reply to all of your comments, especially if you want me to answer some questions in the next video. Leave some comments that are questions, and I'll try and do my best to answer them all. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed that, and see you all next time for another episode of Night of the Dead.